Hello and welcome. This is Haske Tv News and I am Christiana Babayo. Today we'll begin with Rivers State, where reactions have continued to trail the suspension of Governor Seminalayi Fubara of Rivers State and the imposition of the state of emergency in the state. Haske TV correspondent Ahmed Abubakar takes a look at the action of the president and its impact on the nation's democracy. The report.
In his nationwide broadcast, President Tinubu said he is worried over the political crisis bedeviling the state and the need to take action. He said Nigeria will not allow Rivers State to continue in the crisis while others enjoy the dividends of democracy. President Tinubu stated that the demolition of the State House of Assembly complex by Governor Fubara in 2023, in addition to interventions by the presidency, have refused to make impact in resolving the misunderstanding between the two parties. President Tinubu stressed that the political crisis has escalated to causing insecurity on government properties through vandalizing oil pipelines by some militants. This, according to him, is another reason the federal government will not fold its arms to watch. The governor and his deputy, according to the president, could not forward a request to him for action to arrest the situation. President Tinubu said it has become imperative to use Section 305 of the Constitution of Nigeria as amended to declare a state of emergency in Rivers with effect from 18th March 2025. Despite the reasons given by the president, many Nigerians, especially the opposition parties, have faulted the decision of the president as political misconception between a governor and state assembly should not warrant the suspension of the two arms, even when President Tinubu knows where the problems come from. Ahmed Abubakar, Haske TV News.
And in our next report, Chairman House of Representatives Committee on HIV/AIDS, TB and Malaria, Dr. Amobi Oga, has revealed that the federal government has allocated 700 billion naira for the fight against HIV/AIDS, tuberculosis, malaria, and immunization. Oga said this on Tuesday at the 2025 Pre-World TB Day press conference in Abuja. Our correspondent has more.
Tuberculosis Day is commemorated March 24th annually to raise awareness on TB and to mobilize efforts, including political commitment to resources and healthcare financing for TB towards elimination. This year's theme is Yes, We Can End TB. Commit, invest, and deliver. Tuberculosis is an airborne disease caused by bacteria that affects mostly the lungs. It is a leading cause of death in Nigeria, ranking the 6th highest burden country across the world and first in Africa. The 2024 World Health Organization Global TB Report revealed Nigeria is among the 30 high-burden countries for TB, HIV-associated TB, and drug-resistant TB, and it recorded approximately 467,000 TB cases in 2023. This allocation is coming in the wake of the U.S. administration's withdrawal of financial support to HIV/AIDS, TB, and malaria in Nigeria. Christiana Babayo, Haske TV News.
And in Adamawa State, the Deputy Governor, Professor Kaleta Farauta, has launched a $525,000 World Bank project aimed at supporting farmers and boosting resilience against climate change. Haske TV correspondent Rachel Langs has the details.
Speaking at the launch in Yola, Professor Kalitapur said the initiative will enhance food security and economic stability. She added that the projects implemented under the Agri-Climatic Resilient in Semi-Arid Landscape Agri-Sale program will be closely monitored to ensure effectiveness. Farauta also called on the federal government to dredge the River Benue to enhance water transport and irrigation. Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security, Dr. Alihu Abdullahi, highlighted the government's partnership with Adamawa State to support farmers with modern technology, improve seed and training. Beneficiary Raji Isa from Saminaka Cooperative Society expressed gratitude for the initiative, noting that it will significantly improve livelihoods in the state. Rachel Langs, Haske TV News.
The Federal Capital Territory Mandate Secretary, Health Services and Environmental Secretariat, Adedolapo Fashewe, has said that Nigeria accounts for 27% of the global prevalence of malaria. She disclosed this on Tuesday in Abuja during the flag-off of unbundling and distribution of malaria drugs and free test kits. Once again, Rachel Langs reports.
The distribution was in partnership with Famcra's healthcare initiative and co-founded by the Islamic Development Bank. Briefing the press after the ceremony, the mandate secretary said malaria remains a leading cause of death among women and children under 5 years of age, noting that eliminating mosquito will also eliminate malaria. She explained that FCT minister had paid up the counterpart funding for FCT last year, enabling them to participate in the program this year. The secretary also noted that a survey in 2024 showed that 60% of children in FCT presented clear cases of malaria. Added that all public health facilities in the FCT had been given free health kits and free drugs, and that any facility found selling the kits will be sanctioned. She also reiterated that malaria was a preventable case of death and that treatment will be drastically reduce cases of malaria. Rachel Langs, Haske TV News.
We will now go on a short break, and when we come back, Haske TV News will continue. Stay tuned. Welcome back, and now the news will continue. Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede said Nigerian Army is winning the war against banditry and insurgency. Oluyede was speaking during the groundbreaking ceremony of the Command Day Secondary School, Kontagora Military Cantonment in Niger State. Oluyede, who was represented by the commander of the Nigerian Army Training Center, Major General John Shokoya, emphasized the importance of troop welfare as a key motivation for operational effectiveness. He expressed some concerns over the long-standing absence of a secondary school within the cantonment, which has existed for decades with only 2 primary institutions. The federal government said it will release the allocation of Rivers State to the administrator, Vice Admiral Ibok Abbas, retired. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, stated this while briefing State House correspondents at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. The minister said the federal government will release the allocation from the Federation accounts to the state if the administrator requests for it. The government also said President Bola Tinubu's declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State is meant to avert uncertainty in the state. And that's all we have on Haske TV News. Stay tuned to our other programs. I am Christiana Babayo, and from me, it's goodbye.